Hey everyone, AMR back in with another Weddle Unlimited video. So in this one I'm going to end up doing probably about 2 or 3 of the normal mode and then go ahead and go into hard mode. I'm going to go ahead and skip over how this is played because I have plenty of other videos like this on the channel. But as always, if you like the content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, post from that time. Let's go ahead and jump into this. So for our normal mode here, so this can only be players on the offensive skill position players. Go ahead and do a Jonathan Taylor. All right, so this was actually one of the better options here to start off. It is a player in the AFC, but they're not in the South. They are a running back. They're 5'10". They're 23, so it's a young running back in the AFC. They have a number lower than 28, but they're probably 27 or 26. Trying to think of what number Javonte Williams is. I think he might be 26. So he's actually 33. What am I thinking? But needless to say, it's not a player in the AFC West. It could be a player in the NFC or the AFC North or the AFC North or the AFC East. Sorry. You have Antonio Gibson, who I don't think wears a number like that. I mean, he actually might be 26 though. I think it's worth a guess. It might be Antonio Gibson. Okay, so he's actually number 24. Not the end of the world, but he also plays for the NFC, so I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't think it'll be Devin Singletary. Looking over at the other options in that division, you have Damien Harris. Damien Harris is pretty short. No one on the Dolphins, I don't think. They're all pretty old except for Myles Gaskin, and I don't think Myles Gaskin wears that kind of a number. Looking on the AFC North, you have Nick Chubb. I don't think that he wears... I'm trying to think what number Nick Chubb wears. I think he wears 28. Or 24 maybe? I don't know. It's definitely not Nick Chubb. Looking over at Cincinnati, it's not Joe Mixon. Looking at the Steelers, you have Najee Harris, and I can't tell you off the top of my head what number Najee Harris. I think he's 24. And then you got Baltimore, and Baltimore doesn't have anyone that's pretty young. I mean, it could be J.K. Dobbins. I just don't know what number he is. It might be worth just putting in J.K. Dobbins to see if it is a player in that AFC North. It is J.K. Dobbins. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next one. So let's go ahead and do Matt Ryan. At the AFC South, it is a quarterback. This guy's 6'4", younger than 37, number higher than 2. I mean, who else is in the AFC South? You got Indianapolis, you got the Jaguars, you got the Tennessee Titans, and you have Houston Texans. So let's go ahead and try Davis Mills. How tall is he? He is 6'4", he is a quarterback in the AFC. Player is definitely older than 23, higher than 10. Tannehill's still in contention here. Who else? Jacksonville, I don't think so. So it's got to be Ryan Tannehill, right? It's Ryan Tannehill. Pretty quick one. Let's do Devonta Adams. Devonta Adams. Okay, so it is player in the AFC, but they're not in the West. It is a receiver. They have a number lower than 17, and they're a receiver in the AFC, AFC North, AFC South. I could do Michael Pittman Jr. since he is number 11. Michael Pittman Jr. Okay, so it is a player with a number 14. Player number 14, not in the AFC South or the West, so it's either in the East or the North. Number 14 in the North. I don't think anyone on Cincinnati. Cleveland, I don't know what number Amari Cooper is. Donovan Peoples-Jones is number 11. Baltimore, I mean, they don't have Hollywood Brown anymore, so I'm not really sure who the receivers are outside of Rashad Bateman and Duvernay. And then the Pittsburgh, you have Deontay Johnson, who's number 18. Can't be him. I don't know what number Chase Claypool is, but I don't think he's number 11, I want to say. And I don't know who their other receiver is over there. AFC East, you have Jalen Waddle, who I don't think is that. You have Tyreek Hill, who I think is not going to be 14. I mean, I could see it being Waddle. I just don't know what number he is. Or 17 as well. So it is in the AFC East. AFC East receive. Oh, come on, man. What am I doing? It's got to be Stephon Diggs. And it's Stephon Diggs, yeah. Go ahead and play one more in this one, and then we can go ahead and switch over. Marcus Mariota is a player in the NFC, but it's not in the South. It's not a quarterback. They're taller than 6'4", so it's probably going to be a tight end. And the NFC tight ends of note, younger than 28 by a lot, so they're going to be 25 or younger. I mean, maybe Adam Troutman. Okay, so it is a tight end. It's not a player in the South, which I should have picked up on that. They're taller than 6. Okay, so they're 6'6". They're 24 years old. They have a number greater than 82. Okay, so it's 85. Could it be George Kittle? No, I don't think he's. I think he's too old. George Kittle's too old. Who else is over there? You got the 49ers. You got Arizona. Could it be Max Williams? Pretty young. Don't know what number he is though. So, he's actually a lot older than I thought. So players number 86 or 85, both of which are pretty common for tight ends. 85 just sounds like George Kittle, but it obviously can't be. You have the NFC North and the NFC East as your possible options here. Looking over at the NFC East, you have Washington, which will be what's the guy's name? Logan Thomas, and I think that he's number 80, so he's out. Looking at Dallas, you have Dalton Schultz. I don't know what number he is. He could be 86. Don't know off the top of my head. And I don't know how old he is. He might be honestly a little too old, but let's just type him in. Ooh, he's actually pretty close. And he was 86. So the player's number 85 in the NFC North. NFC North, tight ends. You have Cole Komet. I don't know if he's 25, but he's about the right age. I don't know if he's 85, but he's the right age. You got Irv Smith Jr., who I don't think is number 85, but he is pretty darn close to the right age as well. You got TJ Hawkinson, who's definitely not that, because I think that his number is 88, I want to say. And then who else do you have? You have Green Bay. Green Bay is Robert Tonyan. I think Robert Tonyan could be 85. I'm going to go with Cole Komet here, though. It is Cole Komet. So let's go ahead and jump over here to the hard mode. All right, so this could literally be anyone. Let's go ahead and do Teron Armstead, probably one of the oldest offensive linemen. Actually, he's not that old. He's only 30. Over in the AFC, so it's not in the East, they are on the defensive side of the ball. They're taller than 6'5", so it makes me think of a defensive lineman. Definitely defensive lineman because they have a number greater than 72. At 6'5" in the NFC. Can I think of any defensive lineman? What's that one huge guy from... they're younger than 30, though. So they're going to be 29 or 28. At 6'6" or 6'7". What's the one guy's name from the Rams? He's like super freaking tall. I think it starts with an H. No, it's not it. Not Leatherwood. What the hell is this guy's name? His last name starts with an H, I think. Maybe it's like Stahl or something like that. I don't know. 6'7", 6'5", or 6'6" and 6'7" is pretty freaking tall. As a defensive lineman, I'm just going to throw out Vita Vea, even though I know it's not him. I just want to see if it's in the NFC South. It is a defensive tackle, though. And it's in the AFC. I should have picked up on that. AFC guy on the defensive tackle positions. I mean, Fletcher Cox is tall, but I don't think he's that tall. He's probably pretty old as well. And we know it's not a player in the AFC East, so I'm not going to waste a pick on it. AFC South. AFC South, I mean, you got DeForest Buckner. I don't know how tall he is. DeForest Buckner. That's who it is? Oh my God. Okay. What do you know, man? Let's go ahead and do this one again. I'm actually pretty impressed with myself on that one. Cordero Patterson will be the next guy. So it is a player on Atlanta in the NFC South, but it's not a running back. It is on the offensive side of the ball. They're shorter than 6'2". They are just shy of 30. Is Mike Davis still on that team? I think he is. If he is, I think that is going to be our guy. Oh my God, he's no longer on the team. That's right. He went to wherever, and it's also not a running back. But it's pretty short. Short guy. Oh my God, the guy's 5'11". Who are some of the backups there? No, I don't think that's a good idea. So looking at some of the other receivers there, could it be Tajay Sharp? Is he still on the team? Oh my God, he plays for Chicago now. Jesus. So the player is 5'9", but it's not a running back. I mean, that leaves like literally one position, which will be a wide receiver. So who is a crazy short guy for, I mean, think of like, is it this guy? He's 5'8". Crazy. But it is a wide receiver for Atlanta. I know they got rid of Russell Gage, so they don't have him anymore. Who else could they possibly have who is 29 years old, 5'9"? I mean, I know that Keenan Cole is pretty short. He's on a team, though. Question. Keelan Cole is on a team. Ooh, he's only 6'1". How about D.D. Westbrook? Is he not on a team anymore? Okay, so I don't think that he's on a team anymore. 5'9", 29 years old. Receiver. Got to be someone new. Where'd Jakeem Grant go? Jakeem Grant's on Cleveland now. I really don't know who this is going to be. 5'9"'s pretty short. 29? Old school Beasley. I don't think he's even on a team right now. Old. Nope. Who's another short guy? Bird. Damiere Byrd. It's Damiere Byrd. Oh my God. It's okay. Next up. I'm really glad that I guessed Marcus Mariota for that first one because I don't think I would have gotten it otherwise. Looking here, we're going to go ahead and do Dallas Goddard. 27 years old, exactly. They're taller than 6'5" on the defensive side of the ball in the AFC. Number higher than 80. So it's going to be 91 through 99. Taller than 6'5". Just going to go Myles Garrett here. Let's see. Player is 95. They are 27 years old. They're 6'6". They are in the NFC South, East, or West. Number 95 on these teams. I mean, we know it's not DeForest Buckner because he's 97, or he's 6'7". We saw that. So no need to think about it. 27 is pretty young. Dallas big guys up front. Only thing I can think of is like Zadarius Smith. He might be pretty close there. The apostrophe. Number 55, and he's a linebacker. There's got to be a D tackle. D tackle. And he's in the NFC North. Why do I think Zadarius Smith is on Dallas? God, I'm stupid sometimes. What's the guy's name? Oh God. Am I thinking of Dexter Lawrence? DeMarcus Lawrence is who I'm thinking of. He's number 90. It's also a defensive end. He's not a D tackle. And he's in the NFC. I can be really stupid sometimes. What number is Ed Oliver? He is a D tackle. Guy is in the South or the West. AFC West. You got Bosa, and I think Bosa is going to be technically a linebacker. Got the you got the Chargers. You got the Vegas Raiders, who I can only think of Max Crosby, and I don't think that he's number 95. So if it's a player on Vegas's team, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to get it. Denver's team, can't really think of anyone either. Then you got Kansas City, who I suck as well. So maybe the AFC East. You have New England, you got Buffalo, got Miami, and who's the other team in that division? You got the Jets. Maybe it's Quinnen McWilliams. Quinnen Williams is 95, and he's also in the East. He is a D tackle. I'm probably just going to have to throw this one in because I don't really know this one. Darren Waller. It's not a player on the... Okay, so it is a player in the AFC West, but it's not him. Bradley Chubb is another name I know. It's not on Denver. Probably on Kansas City then. Didn't Chandler Jones? I think he joined Vegas. Where does Chris Jones play? Oh my God. I got it again. That is unbelievable. And then for our last one here, I probably said that last time, but I'm kind of on a hot streak here. I'm going to do Matthew Judon. It is a person on the defensive side of the ball, but they're not a linebacker. Smaller than 6'3", so I'm probably thinking a corner here. Number greater than 9, older than 29, so a pretty big distinction there. Doesn't play on New England or the NFC. The AFC. They play in the NFC. NFC, older guy. I mean, didn't James Bradbury just get signed by Philadelphia? That's pretty old for a corner, though. 32? Could be Patrick Peterson, maybe? I know that he re-signed with the Vikings. It is a player on Minnesota, but it's not a corner. And that's actually a pretty good guess. It's not a corner. Greater than number 7. I'd have to think it's Harrison Smith then, right? Harrison Smith. This is unbelievable. Let's go again. Let's do Max Crosby. Player on the defensive side of the ball in the NFC. Older than 24. We don't really have a ton of information to go off of here. But they are in the NFC and they are on the defensive side of the ball. They're pretty short. Let's go ahead and do Jai. 25. 25 or 26. I'm just going to do... I keep on thinking of players in the AFC, but I know it's in the NFC. NFC players. Got Jimmy Ward. Come on, man. Got the Rams. Could it be Jalen Ramsey? I think he's actually pretty tall. And I think he's older than that now. I think he's probably 27 at this point. I'll put him in. Okay, so he's 27. He's playing the NFC. It's not a corner. They're taller than 6'1", so they're 6'2", 6'3". Okay, so they're 6'2". And player's probably 26 or 25. They have a number between these two, so it's probably a linebacker. Linebacker in the NFC South. Shaq Barrett. Or no, what's his name? White. What's his name? Devin White. Okay, so it is a linebacker in the NFC South. Demario Davis. What? Okay, so it's either one of these teams. Who else is in that division? You got Carolina and who else is in that division? Carolina and Atlanta. Jesus. God, I don't know why I got so stuck on that. Carolina and Atlanta. Atlanta's got a pretty good linebacker. I forget what his name is. Oh my God, what's his name? He's actually pretty damn good too. I think he's a Pro Bowler. An F? Farrell Flowers. Dante Fowler Jr. Thought that he played for Atlanta. I'm pretty sure that's who I was thinking of, though. So I'm going to be kind of grasping at straws here. Let's go ahead and see if it is a player on Atlanta, at least. It is a linebacker on Atlanta. So unless I can guess one of these young gun linebackers, which is pretty unlikely, I think that I might be out of sticks here. I'm going to type in F again. Man, Garland does sound pretty good. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that the F name that I was thinking of was Fowler Jr. I'll go ahead and quickly run through this list. Probably speed up the video, but I'm not feeling super likely here. Trey Flowers? Maybe it's Flowers? Oh, yeah, I don't really know. Okay, so at least I got that out of the way. And I actually know who that is, so I feel like a big idiot right now for putting that one in. Off, Fields, Finch, Birkin, Ford, Ferguson, Foles, Fox, Ford, Madden, Matt Filer. He play offensive guard. I'm fairly certain it starts with an F. It's Rashawn Evans. So that's going to do it here. We actually did pretty good, honestly. But as always, if you like the content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, but I'll catch you later. See ya.